Brenden, it's the home opener. What's the mood like with the guys? Is there a lot of excitement
Oh
this week?
yeah, we're definitely excited. Just coming off the win from Illinois. We're just trying to get people in the dome, fill it up, have a good atmosphere, so we can try to put on a show for the fans. Just looking for a good atmosphere, good environment to play in.
What did you take away from that week one win at Illinois?
That our team just never quits, and that we practice those situations, those things. Just being able to be resilient in those tough situations. We had some things not go our way, some plays we didn't make that we need to make. But I have all faith that we're going to get that cleaned up and get that fixed for the next week. And you got a lot of teaching points that you can learn from, which is good. So.
What does it say about your team that there wasn't a lot of running room? They seemed like they made an emphasis to shut you guys down in the run game, but you were still able to get it going, especially in that fourth quarter.
Coach preaches all the time. It's part of the triangle, being able to run the football even when there's no room, there's no lanes. You got to make your own lane sometimes. And I feel like our offensive line did a great job of, just staying the course, staying the path, and eventually you see how it can wear on a defense over time, and a play will be made eventually. So you just got to get those short gains and hope for the long one. But being able to lean on it, especially in the fourth quarter, is definitely huge, and that just shows the things that our O-line goes through every single day, just to be able to remain focused and stay on path, even despite not being able to see those things early on, just being able to stay the course. And it's big for our offense to be able to do that in key situations.
From your perspective, what did it mean for the program to be able to get a win against a Power 5 team like that?
It was big. It was definitely big. But we expected to win, because that's just our mindset. We're just going to go in there and play the best of our ability. And Coach says it that our best is good enough. And I fully think that, when we go out there and play to the best of our ability, we weren't as clean as we wanted to be, but we played with perfect effort. And I have no doubt that those guys are going to give it each and every play and put everything on the line. So just being able to go out there and compete at a high level is definitely big for our program.
Was it especially gratifying for you individually after some injuries last year to be able to score 2 touchdowns in a game like that?
It's a good feeling to just be able to help your team anywhere possible. I don't really look at it as far as my individual stats or anything like that. I'm just trying to help the team. Sincere, he had 30 carries. That's a lot for any guy in college football. You just got to tip your hat to him. Just being able to carry basically the offense on his back for 30 carries is incredible. So any chance I get to go in there and just relieve him of that for a little while, I'm going to go out there and give it my all, because just that's how I've been wired to play. I just want to be able to help my team, and being able to stay healthy and do that for game one, it was definitely huge for me. It was a blessing.
Do you feel like you bring a lot of the same things as Sincere when you're in there, or do you try to offer a little bit of a different style? How do you compare what you can bring to the offense?
Yeah, me and Sincere, we're similar in some regards, but I feel like we're different in some regards as well. And what he brings to the table is definitely great for him, and great for this team. I try to add a little bit of a different dynamic, just so that, you can't really key in on the same type of play style from a running back when somebody goes in, but at the same time, you're not missing a beat or a pace when somebody else goes in. So I just try to be stable yet different at the same time. And so, yeah, that's what I try to bring for the offense.
What is it that makes you a guy worthy of a single-digit jersey number that some of your teammates look to and voted to in that way?
I guess my teammates just see that I'm here for them. I truly try to be selfless and just try to help my teammates and serve them. Just over time, even after my injuries and things like that, I was still trying to give into my teammates and pour into them. And I felt like I had to prove myself again, and each and every single day I have to prove myself. And I guess they just saw that I was trying to work to prove myself to them each and every day, and I'm extremely grateful that they've seen that. And I hope they continue to see it, because I'm going to keep playing for them.
Coach Traylor said nobody views you as number 2 on the depth chart. It's more like a 1A, 1B kind of situation. Do you sort of see it the same way?
Yeah, they definitely treat me amazing here. Being in the past, I could have easily left and transferred and things like that. But when I seen Coach Traylor come in and the culture he instilled, how can you not want to be a part of something like that? You know what I'm saying? And when I truly realized this game wasn't about myself and matured, you're not even really worried about what spot you're in. You're not worried about 1, 2s, 3s. You could be a scout team guy. Everybody is important here in some capacity. And you just knowing your role and being able to serve that role the best of your ability so that other people can do their parts and the overall collective team goals are ahead of us and can be attained is absolutely amazing. And I'm completely happy with where I am right now, and I'm so glad I made the decision to stay and trust this staff. I'm happy to play here.
Was that something you weighed for any significant period, the opportunity to maybe go somewhere else and be the number 1 guy?
There was a period of uncertainty when Coach Wilson had left that I didn't really want to, but I was thinking about it just because I didn't know what was going to happen for my future. I didn't really have much game film from previous seasons, and I didn't know the opportunities I was going to get. But then Coach Trelly came in, and like I said from day one, I don't know what it was about him. I just trusted him. I trusted his word. He seemed like a genuine guy, and luckily I was right. He's a genuine guy, and it's paying off for this football team, and I'm glad I stayed.
From your perspective as a local guy, what are you kind of expecting for fan support in the Alamo Dome this weekend?
Like Coach Trailer said, I've seen in his interviews with you guys the past couple of days. This program is really on the right tracks to doing something special, and I'm glad I'm a part of it. I just really want San Antonio to be a part of it as well, because this is a big thing for the community, a big thing for everyone, to be able to have a good football program in the city of San Antonio to represent us. And so just having that fan support out there would definitely be huge for us. And I feel like it would definitely be huge for the city of San Antonio as well.
Is that like a big component to building the program, having those people rally around you?
I feel like, yes, if you look at any big-time program, they always have a good fan base, a big fan base behind them. And I feel like ultimately, the better you play, the more people are going to want to come out and watch. And I feel like that's what we're on the right track to doing. And so definitely a big fan base behind us, and a supporting one is definitely huge for us and our success as a program in the future.
Thanks, Brenden.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I was going to say, never mind.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, just talk about this upcoming challenge with Lamar. A lot of people would consider this and classify this as kind of a trap game because you're coming off of that big high. But what do you guys need to do in order to, for lack of a better term, get this victory?
Don't eat the cheese, as Coach Trailer always says. But we had a guy out there speaking to the team today, and what he said, looking at the season, was there's 12 steps to get to the end goal in the season. You got to get through every step to get to the end goal in the season. And so last week was just step one. So this week is another step. It's another team that can definitely come in and beat us if we're not playing and prepared. And so we just got to come out each day at practice and focus on the task at hand. I feel like if we do that and we just focus on getting better every single day and not looking ahead and looking at this opponent as if they are a great opponent and playing with everything that we can, and we play with perfect effort and play with our brand of football, I feel like we can be okay. Just staying at the task at hand is really the most important, staying dialed into what we have at hand.
Thanks, Brenden.
Thank you, Brenden.